one of the things that we love to do in our church almost every time we gather is give people the opportunity to respond to a salvation altar call, a moment where they can really respond to the heart of the Father, to the love of Jesus. And there was a season in our church where I just really felt like, I don't feel like we've got enough songs for that specific moment. And there was a day back in 2022 where I was getting together with some of our team, with Austin Davis and Andrew Holt and Jesse Early, to spend some time writing. And, I'd been kind of sitting on this thought for a little bit. And as we sat in the studio here in my house and, we just began to talk, Jesse just kind of sat up and said, I was in church the other day and it was this altar call moment, and I just really felt like, man, we don't have enough songs for this specific moment. And that I think in that moment we all realized that we had a mission that day, and also understanding the weight of what it is to write something that is for a moment that is so special for people. It's the start of the journey with Jesus. For many people, that's the first time they're encountering his love and the grace of God. And as we sat to write this song, we really wanted to take people on that journey from where does this start? But this is the start. It's not everything all in one moment. This is the start of the journey with Jesus. And that's really kind of the flow of the song. And if I think back over my own life, my parents took me to church every single week of my life when I was a kid. But through my teenage years, I was in a band, and I had dreams and aspirations of being this musician, being in a band and traveling the world. And, that really was the goal of my life. It was the God of my life. And when I was in my kind of 16-year-old phase of life, some of my friends invited me to their youth group. And, I walked into that place and I experienced something that I'd never seen before. I saw a whole bunch of teenagers who were worshiping God, and they were having, these encounters with God, and I'd never seen anything like it, to be honest. And I kept going back to that youth group for the next few years before God really got a hold of my life. And I was in this wrestle, I was feeling this draw of God, but I also, I had these desires in my own life and these dreams and things that I thought were giving my life significance and value. And it wasn't until a few weeks before my 19th birthday, it was actually the 6th of October, 1993, I had this moment with God. I walked into actually a small group that was part of our youth group. I walked into these people's home, and they were singing this song, I Surrender. And I'll never forget just the words of that song just arresting me in such a profound way. And I actually ran out of the room. I ran to these people's bathroom, and I found myself sitting in the tub weeping, just saying, Jesus, I can't run from you anymore. I can't do this anymore. Here's my life. And I knew what that meant. I knew that meant laying down everything that I had desired, everything that was of significance and value to me. And I had no idea on the other side of that, God actually had the best plans ever for me. But as an almost 19-year-old, it felt like I was laying down every part of my life. And I'm thankful in that moment that I did, because I was able to lay down all the things that I thought were giving me value, all the things that I thought gave me significance. And God was going to turn that around and bring that back in a way that it was going to honor him and not be about me. And, it was not till a few weeks after we'd written this particular song that I realized it was actually the 6th of October, 2022 that we had got together to write this song. And it's no coincidence that today is the 6th of October, 2023. It's the day that we're releasing this song. And my prayer is that as you hear this song, if you've never known the love of God, if you've never met Jesus, if you've never had a relationship with him, that you would listen to this song, that it would stir something in you to pursue him. And maybe you've walked with God for a while, but maybe you've just grown a little cold in your journey, or things have got a little distant. I pray that today, as you hear this song, it would stir something in you, that God loves you, that he's never too far away from you. No matter what you do or where you go, he's always there for you.